Hello everyone, welcome back to Local Lobat. In this video, we are going to build a chatbot again, but using no code tool, which is Flowise AI. If you have seen a lot of videos on Langchains and building your own chatbots, and even my video, which I've done on creating a chatbot to interact with a PDF or an Excel file or a CSV file, you would have seen that there is around 20, 25 lines or 30 lines of code that you usually have to write to create a chatbot. But Flowise here has basically automated that into some flows where you can drag and drop this entire code. So you really have to not write any code, but you can use their drag and drop feature with components built in, and you can create a chatbot. And the best part is it will take you like hardly 5 to 10 minutes to do that, and it is super easy to embed it into any website. And that's what we are going to do today. This is the landing page of Flowise AI. If you see, they're publicizing also that they are a visual tool by which you can create any chatbot. It's using Langchain, so the concepts are similar to Langchain, and it is in Node.js. But the best part is we don't have to write any code. So let's get started. We'll see how it works. So I click on how it works. It takes me to the video page. You can see how it looks like, right? So it's a drag and drop functionality here. We'll scroll down and see how to get started. The first step is npm install -g Flowise, which is installing Flowise globally. So I'll go to my terminal and start this installation. Now, while this is happening, let me talk about the chatbot that we are building today. In the previous videos, you might have seen me creating a chatbot to talk to any CSV or Excel. Similarly, I created a chatbot to talk to any PDF also. On the similar lines, we are going to create a chatbot today, but without any coding involved. We are going to create a chatbot that will scrape any website that you will give the chat, that you will give your code, and then you can embed the chatbot into your website. So for example, if you are a Disney Plus Hotstar, so I can embed this chatbot and then I can ask questions like, oh, what is the latest movie here, or what are the next movies that are coming. So it is like your customer service agent, but you can create it on your own. You don't need any prior experience of creating a chatbot also. So without wasting any time, this is very similar to the previous diagram that we saw. Instead of a CSV loader, instead of a CSV file, we have a web page here where we will pass this web page via a Cheerio scraper, which will scrape the website and create a document out of it. So it will parse all the HTML and give you the response back. This will be in the form of a text file, or it could be in the form of a markdown file. We can check what it returns, but it will give you a document in the language of Langchain. So once we have that document, we will pass it through a text splitter so that we can create chunks out of it. And once we have the chunks, we need to store it somewhere, and for storing we will create embeddings. We are going to use OpenAI embeddings, so we will create embeddings out of it, and then finally we were going to store it in a vector DB. Now all of these concepts of what is an embedding, why are we creating chunks, what is a vector DB, something that I've covered in the previous video. If you are interested in getting into the details of this, the link of that video will appear somewhere on the right top corner. But to understand, we will scrape a web page, we will divide it into chunks, create embeddings out of it, store it into a vector database, and then use a large language model like GPT 3.5 or GPT 4 to ask questions to our vector database. And all of this without writing any single piece of code, any single line of code. So let's see if our installation of Flowise AI is done, and the step after that is npx Flowise start. So I think the installation is still happening. It is taking some time. What I'll do is I've already installed it, so I'll quickly run npx Flowise start. And once that is started, it is going to run on port 3000. So what we are going to do is we will open the port 3000 here, and you will see this is how the UI of Flowise looks like. I've already created a CSV bot. And just to walk you through this interface, there is marketplaces where you can already see some chatbots that have been created, some flows that have been created. You can use any of these. In credentials, you have to enter your OpenAI credentials. So basically, because we are using OpenAI, we have to enter our OpenAI credentials like this. Okay, but I have already created my credentials here. There are no API keys, it's a default one that is created. So now we'll go to chat flows and we'll click here, add new. And as I mentioned, it is a drag and drop functionality. So the first thing we are going to need is a Cheerio web loader, web scraper, because this is what will load the web pages, will scrape the web page and load it into a document. So I'll drop it here, and it is asking for a URL. What we are going to do is we are asking it to scrape a website, this one, which is koala.my. We will ask it to scrape the English version of this website. So we'll go here, back to our Flowise tool, put the URL here, and you can see that the output is the document. So this is what I was telling you, that this scraper will actually scrape this URL and give me a document which I can then use to create embeddings. And it is requiring a text splitter. As I told you in the XLI draw, once we have loaded, we will split it into chunks. So we go here, and then we are going to load something called as a text splitter. So we can use HTML to markdown text splitter also, or we can use recursive character text splitter. For this example, we will use HTML to markdown. So I will put it here. For now, I'll just keep the chunk size to be 2000, chunk overlap to be 200. And how do I connect it? I will connect it, let me make it smaller, a little smaller, and then we will connect it like this. So this means that Cheerio, whatever you have scraped, we will split it into chunks by passing this to a chunk creator or a text splitter. Now after this, once we have the document ready, once we did split it, we need to create OpenAI embeddings. As we saw here, we need to create embeddings and we need to store it into a vector DB. So next thing we are going to drag and drop here is a vector DB, or let's see, there are so many vector DB here. We are going to use what vector DB should we use? We are going to use something that is in-memory vector store. So we are going to use an in-memory vector store, but we can use anything like Pinecone, we can use ChromaDB, we can use a lot of others that are available. For simplicity, we are using an in-memory vector store. So here also you see input and output. In the input, it is asking for a document. So I will connect this as a document here. It is asking for embeddings also, like who will create the embeddings. So in our case, it will be OpenAI. So I'll say OpenAI, and or let me just say embeddings, and we are going to use the OpenAI embeddings. So let's drop that here also. And it is asking for what is your OpenAI credential. I already have my credentials created, so I'll click on this credentials, and then what I will do is I will plug this to the embeddings also. So something like this. So my web scraper has created the document. This is where the OpenAI embedding is going to come. This is my vector store. Now, in order to answer questions from this, I will need a vector store retriever. So to ask question and retrieve the data out of the vector store, I will need a retriever. So I will say, okay, give me a retriever, and one of the retriever will be conversational retrieval QA chain. So this basically means a question and answer chatbot. So we are going to click it here, add it also. Now it also has some requirements. It is saying that I need a vector store retriever. I already have it here. So this is the vector store retriever. It requires a language model also. If you see in the diagram, we need a LLM model. So we are going to go add our LLM model also. We are going to say we need OpenAI. I think the search is a little broken, but we will say we need OpenAI language model. So we'll drop it here. Connect our credentials also, because GPT 3.5 is kind of affordable, so we'll choose GPT 3.5 and we won't change anything in this. We will just connect this model to our model here. So for simplicity, if you see for QA chain, this is the vector store retriever, this is where the OpenAI language model is coming, and finally it needs a memory also so that it can remember your previous conversations. So last we will add a memory also, and we will say we will are going to use a buffer memory, let's say for simplicity. So I will add a buffer memory also here. Let me move this a bit, and my buffer memory, I will name it chat history, and I will connect this to the memory store here. And now my chatbot is ready without any code. So first we call Cheerio web scraper to scrap the website, then we pass it to a text splitter, we create embeddings out of it and store it in the vector store. So document from here, embeddings from here, and it gives us a retriever also. So there's a retriever, and finally I create a QA chain so that it can answer questions. So I'll connect it to the language model, which is GPT 3.5, vector store retriever is here, and the memory is here. I will also say return me source document, so it was going to return from where it has fetched the answer. And now we are going to save it. We'll call it web scraper chatbot. We save it and we are going to run it here. So let's run this and ask questions about our website that we asked it to scrape, which is koala.my, and the English version of it, it is an insurance tech. So we'll ask first what is Koala. So when I ask this question, Koala is an insurance technology company that offers claim assistance and subscription services for motor insurance customer in Malaysia. Okay, super. It has also given me from where it has got that answer. Let's ask more questions to it. For example, what all insurance is available on Koala? The various type of insurance available in Koala, such as car, motorcycle, home and life. Okay, super. What all payment methods do they support? Koala supports credit, online banking, e-wallet options, Grab Pay, Shopee Pay, and Boost for their insurance services. Okay, super. This also it has got. So now a chatbot is working, which is great. Now the next question is, how do I use this in my website, or how do I use this in koala.my or any website that I have asked it to scrape? So you see on the top there is a button here which says show code here. So I will click on this and it will show me that this is how you can embed it anywhere, or you can use like a JavaScript code like this also if you want to do some configuration on your own. Otherwise, if you just want to embed it like a widget, so you click here on embed, and you can also say show embed chat config. So this is something that we can use to customize it also. We can use a different button color, we can use a different icon color, different custom icon, chat window, custom welcome message can also be different. So what I'll do is I'll copy paste this and I will paste this config inside koala.my. I've already pasted it and I'll show you how it will look like on the UI. So when we go to koala.my here, you see there is a small chat icon that is appearing here. So we will click on it and we will see, okay, hello, this is a custom welcome message. It is saying it is powered by Flowise, and then anybody who comes to koala.my can maybe ask a question like what is Koala? Same question, what is Koala? And we see the answer is coming here. Let's say what answers do we get. It is still loading. Koala is an insurance company and all those information. It is a trademark of PT Arca Technology Digital, which is also good. Let's ask what or how can I buy car insurance on Koala? To purchase car insurance, Koala subscription service, Koala Care, you must first be a customer of Koala and have purchased a comprehensive car insurance policy. Subscribe to Koala Care during the renewal of your car insurance. Okay, it is giving me all these information in this chatbot, which is great. I think you saw without writing any code, we were able to create a chatbot, integrate in the website, and it has now become your customer service executive who's going to answer all the queries that people have from your website. So it's going to solve a lot of problems for you that your customers, when they don't know about your website, this chatbot can help answer all of those questions. And that's it for this video. If you like the content, if you like the kind of videos that I'm making, please do subscribe to the channel. Please like this video, and I'll be making more such video on Flowise. First video we have created to scrape the chatbot. Maybe in the future we'll do more videos using Pinecone Vector DB, using Chroma DB, and please tell me in comments what kind of videos would you like to see next. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to Local Lobat.